Forget about what scriptures are saying. You have to know realistically and experientially whether there is your existence with or without the body. And that is what the search which I believe the humans, until they do this, they can't have contentment and sense of attainment. Because if you have lost your own identity, then you might have whatnot, and yet you are lost. Today I was reading this story of a very famous actor who just passed, American actor. He made some 130 million US dollars in span of 8 years. He kept on buying many houses and condos and selling and then buying and then selling and then buying and then selling and drinking alcohol right from 15 years of age. Couldn't understand why he has this drive to drink that much that he loses his sense of being. And in spite of being famous and in spite of doing the best of his work in a sitcom and films and making so much money, he couldn't have a good relationship, couldn't marry, didn't had any children, and was just toying with his life without understanding or knowing. The truth is, if you don't know who you are, how can you be peaceful? The body is borrowed, and so is your lifetime of this body. And if you don't have the inner awakening, then no amount of money or fame or power can bring you to a sense of contentment. So the mind begins to punish the person because mind is lost, mind is upset, mind doesn't know what to do, it's total empty feeling, total lost feeling, and no amount of physical friends or partying or substance abuse which people tend to do. And then they end up sinking, dying in their own bathtub, and they drown in that, and they die in that. So I was really wondering that why people live this type of pathetic life, and the answer is so clear. Because if you do not know who you are, and if you do not realize your own reality, this is going to be the state of the person, whether rich or poor, married or not, children or not, fame or no fame, doesn't make any difference. When you say, I am, then what this I is? If it is body alone, then body is a changing, ever changing. And then you have no command or power onto how long this body will be alive, and which moment it will just drop dead. And then what is death you don't know, and what is life you don't know. So life surely will be very pathetic. Surely it will be unhappy. Surely it won't give you the peace which every mind is looking for, the real joy which everyone is looking for, irrespective of your race, religion, or culture, or civilization, doesn't make any difference. Who I am, very pertinent and important question. And one should not be ready to take on to artificial answers, which some people tend to take in from scriptures. They borrow these revelations from the scriptures, and then they say, oh, I am Atma. Well, don't repeat it until you know it. Don't say it if you don't have an experience of it. It's not just whimsically speaking. We are souls. Which one? What is it? What do you mean by that? It's not empty words which you need to repeat. It's a reality which you need to factually find. And it's not about someone else, it's about you and your existence, you and your presence. What is it? What is it made of? And what's the relationship of this body to you and this mind to you? That needs to be explored. That needs to be understood. So, very fortunate are those individuals who are onto this path to explore what is the reality of my being, of my existence. But one thing is for sure, this body is not you. And this mind is not you. And all the emotions which are there in the mind is not you. Doesn't define you at all. Although if mind is sad, you say, I am sad. If mind is happy, oh, I am so happy. You wear a good set of clothes and people are happy. People have become so shallow. Just the dress makes them happy. And then the same dress can make them very unhappy. Why? I was told that a lady bought a very expensive dress to go to a party. And she wears the dress and wears nice makeup and all the accessories and enters the party hall, and there she bumped into at least 5 women who are wearing the same dress. For women it is like suicide. No. She chose one of the most expensive dress thinking that she alone can afford it, but in that party 5 women were wearing the same dress. She lost all the joy of the party and she just walked out sobbing and crying and went back to her home and cursed that shopkeeper for ruining her party night. So a dress can make you happy and a dress can make you go crazy. How shallow the life has become. A necklace gifted by a husband accidentally was lost by the wife. So wife was crying and crying and crying. Husband came back from the office. Why are you crying? And then sobbing and sobbing, she says, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I have lost that diamond necklace which you gave me and I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And he said, forget it, it was dirt cheap. It was not real, it was fake. And she said, what? She picked up her slipper and started beating the husband. She said, last 5 hours, I have cried so much that I have made such a loss because of my stupidity. And here you tell me, you dare to give me a fake necklace on our anniversary? I'll kill you. The husband was then running on the street and the wife was following him with the stick in her hand, and she really wanted to break his skull. One diamond necklace can make you happy, and if it turns out to be fake, that kills the person. How fake you are. How shallow you are. Things and objects and jewelry makes you happy, and things and objects and jewelry can, loss of that can make you go so broken and sad. And the amazing thing is this, that this body which you were decorating with the dress and the diamonds and the shoes and the purse is not you. Is not you. And if you don't even know who you are, then what to say about your credibility? This body is just a constituent created with the basic 5 elements, and it is nurtured by anna. Anna means grains. It is nurtured by grains, it is nurtured by the pranic force, it is nurtured by element of air and fire and water. It's very, very odd that just if the sodium level goes down in your body, you will get so sick and you need to be hospitalized. And if the potassium level goes down, it becomes a serious condition. Because if the potassium is going down and the sodium is going down and the creatinine is going up, it's a sign of the kidney failures. The complications can be so. The person dies sometimes because of this. Why did the person die? And I was talking to somebody. He said, everything went down. Sodium went down. Water was too much. Water couldn't be resolved. Lungs had water. The legs had water. And it was all water retention in the body, and the kidneys were holding the water. And then infection happened, and then septicemia happened, and the person died. Well, it's just a good balance of all the 5 elements with the pranic force that body is functioning. And know this body is not you. So not knowing your own reality is the biggest cause of misery of humanity today. People are sad and suffering and unhappy, not because they don't have enough money or power or house or money or this or that, but the truth is they are just totally lost in this world, and they are oblivious and ignorant about the truth of their own being. And only humans have this capability to explore this truth. Other than humans, no other species has this ability or eligibility to do it. So if you are a human being, then actually this becomes the motto or the objective of your life, to know who you are. And once you have this beautiful realization, the self-awakening, actually then you are in good place, and then the life becomes a celebration, because you are not lost. You have found your home. You have found yourself. So don't worry about the things and objects which you have or you don't have. You should be focused more about knowing who you are. And this face which you love to show everyone is not you. So don't be too happy when somebody gives you a good compliment, and don't be too sad if somebody gives you a bad compliment on your face or figure or height or whatnot, because that isn't you. That isn't you. So find this. Seek it before the body drops dead. Finish this work. This should be your priority.